that awful creature? Can you feature that ugly creature? Creature features and feature features about creatures. Creature features. Now the strangest thing about this show or two. Features and creature features and more creatures and more features. And the creature's gonna get you tonight.
And hopefully we're going to get you tonight if you're watching. And not in a horrible way. Like we're not creeping and going to get you in that. I'll shut up now. All right. Anyway, welcome to...
behind you. There we are.
Thanks for attending another episode of Show Us Your Crits. And this is actually kind of cool because it has a creepy title. This is the 13th chapter of the Curse of
12 and a half.
You mean it's chapter 13?
Yes, it's chapter 13, which has other connotations too, for me anyway. But yeah, so tonight we are at chapter 13. I kind of forgot what we were doing, so I wrote something in there that was pretty generic as far as the write-up, but I'm sure Mike will remind us of all the cool things that we're doing other than probably hunting Strahd at this point. Anyway, let me go ahead and do a couple things here before I turn it over to Mike, and we do character introductions and all that fun stuff. So, as usual, follow us on Twitter at UsCrits. I post a lot of stuff there about what's going on with the shows, especially this month. So this upcoming Thursday on the 18th, we will be streaming the Norwegian death metal game Mork Borg in full makeup. So you don't want to miss that to use as blackmail material or other things that'll be going on. And at the end of the month, we have a bunch of authors and podcasters and other assorted game designers, and we're going to be doing Alien, and that is going to be on March 28th. So definitely be around to check that out. Continuing on, YouTube, which a lot of our fans watch us on. Facebook, which will probably block me for saying Facebook. They haven't been our friends lately, but you can watch us there. Definitely, you can watch us on Twitch at Grindhouse Media. And you can buy our stuff over at the Grindhouse at teespring.com. So if you like any of our logos or any of that fun stuff, you can definitely check us out there. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and turn it over to our GM, Mike, who will go ahead and lead us through tonight's game.
All right. Thanks a lot. So let's see. Episode 12. What you guys had done. The episode was mostly revolving around the Paladin, who was having a terrible time getting any sleep. He tried as much as he could. He made a stoic effort to try and keep his insomnia to himself, but eventually the rest of you found out that he wasn't getting any sleep, and the more investigation you did, it seemed like it was something unnatural or supernatural. So a quick visit to the Visanti gypsy camp revealed that he was indeed being plagued by the witches that had escaped when you guys had run a previous encounter with them. So they had given you some scrolls to hopefully protect the Paladin and allow him to sleep. And in the meantime, you would all come up with a plan to try and track these witches down and destroy them once and for all. So you guys had left the camp. You decided to start your investigation in Barovia. And to your incredible fortune or misfortune, it seems like you have stumbled across where the witches are hiding. It seems very ominous and mysterious. You guys were approaching the Burgomaster's mansion, and everything did not seem like it was 100% above the board. There was a very mangy-looking dog barking a storm as you guys were approaching. But at any rate, before we get much further into that, let's do a quick round of character introductions so we know who's playing with us tonight. Why don't we go ahead and start with Mary. Why don't you go ahead and tell us all about Breepine?
But she can't talk. She's sleeping.
Breepine Fenwizzle is a forest gnome wizard who is whiz-bang wonderful. She has an attitude and likes to have fun.
All right. Greg, why don't you go ahead and go next and introduce Reginald?
Reginald is the party cleric. He's trying to keep everybody up at the moment. He was working on getting Julius back to normal. He's very angry at the moment because they need to find a way to get inside the house. But that's about it for the moment.
Okay. Moving on, Matt, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Julius the Paladin?
Ah, yes, Julius the Paladin, the ever-exhausted. Paladin of Helm, god of guardians. I'm supposed to be the tank, and for the last several game sessions, I haven't been able to do much of anything because I haven't been getting any rest, so I don't get anything back. But we finally remedied that, so hopefully this will be resolved as of this game session.
And last but not least, Tessacottle. Why don't you go ahead and, James, why don't you go ahead and tell us about Tez?
All right. I guess the best sum up Tez is meow, 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 stick meat, meow, meow, meow. Tessacottle is the Tabaxi Ranger who seems to be more about killing, trapping, eating fresh meat, killing wolves, eating meat, visiting the gypsies to eat meat, and doing other stuff like helping the party out when he's not eating meat. So that is pretty much it. He's a carnivore, ranger, hunter, monster hunter sort of guy. And
to sum it up, meat?
Yes, meat.
Meat on a stick.
Yes, stick
The
meat.
sooner we find a way into the mansion, the sooner we can eat stick meat. All right.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So as we left off, you guys had entered the town of Barovia. You had gone back to Blood on the Vine. You had secured your cart and your horse. You had briefly spoken to the barkeep. And then you decided that you were going to check out the burgomaster's mansion because what the heck, you're going to start your investigation, and that seemed like one of the places that the witches might be. So
Is
you
Gills
guys
the burgomaster?
What's that?
Is Gills the burgomaster?
Ismark the Lesser was his father was the person that was the burgomaster of Barovia.
I had no idea.
So
He's extra important.
So you guys had
We let him
approached.
die.
You guys had approached down the dirt road towards the mansion itself. As you guys were approaching, you had noticed that there was a dog that was chained to the front area, the front yard close to the door, by a large wooden stake. And as you approached the gate, the dog started barking. You guys had looked up into the second story and noticed that there seemed to be somebody moving around in front of the large window on the second level. But it was hard to see because it was all boarded up from when you guys were there last. And that's, I think, where we left off. I'm pretty sure that's where we left off, unless somebody remembers something else. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Reginald, your mouth is moving.
I put it on mute because I was coughing and I forgot to take it off. The Tez and Julius were trying to calm down the dog and it wasn't working, so it's charmed or something. We saw somebody in a window. I yelled at them telepathically. They cast sleep and put Breepine to sleep. And that's where we ended. At least as far as I can remember.
Thank you. I knew I could always count on you to pick up the loose ends. All right, so let me flip over to the map then. I'm not sure I have everybody right where they were, so you guys can move around your characters to where you think you would be. The gate isn't really represented, but it's pretty much right in front of you, right between those two shrubs, if you will.
Right between the shrubs.
That is the second floor. So keep scrolling down. That is the first floor.
There we are.
So the gate isn't represented, but let me just draw it in real quick.
Okay.
Right about there.
Right.
So you guys had already gone through the gate, if I'm not mistaken, and you had made an attempt to try and. Did you cast charm on it, or did you just try to?
I believe it was just animal handling. I think Tez was the only one that tried to get close to it.
You said it's on a chain, right?
Yes, that's right. So, so Tez, are you just inside the gate, or did you stay outside? Because I don't know what kind of range you needed for that to take place.
I probably. I think I'm probably gonna start heading in.
Okay. So I guess what I'm asking is, did you guys successfully charm the animal at all?
They
I don't
tried.
believe we did.
Yeah, I don't know if we.
They tried. They rolled really high, but
I remember
they weren't
it
able
was a
to.
very high roll, but I told you even though it was a high roll that you still ended up failing.
Yeah.
So unless you guys did something else that I'm not remembering, the dog is still kind of pulling on the chain and barking ferociously. Let me get since a magical effect was cast on Breepine, let me get a turn counter going because you guys are more or less in combat.
Is the figure still at the window?
Yes, there is still a mysterious figure at the window.
I guess the window counts as cover?
Yes, the window would count as cover.
I am going to make a suggestion.
Yes.
Since the dog is on a chain, if one of us goes like over here so that the dog follows, then somebody can try and like pin the chain to the ground to immobilize him.
Wait, so you're saying if the dog chases after, then to basically pin the chain when it's stretched out so he can't come back?
Exactly.
All right, well, I mean, dogs hate cats, and I'm the closest thing to a cat here, so I could possibly try and do that.
Let me distract him, and you get up there and pin him.
Okay. Oh, how are you going to distract him?
Getting close.
But
maybe
maybe
if I have Big Red.
Well, are you going to distract him over here?
Yeah, I'm going to distract over here.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just wherever. Go ahead and start distracting. I'll be ready. I'm a monster hunter, so I have stakes, so I can easily just run and jam one into the ground.
Okay.
Or into the dog. I mean, either or.
Well, I will. When you go to
I need to roll. I'm sorry.
I'll go with
you.
Yeah. I can cover you.
I'm going last. Yeah. Well, that's just sad.
No, that's strategic.
Yeah. That's it. We all
yeah. Because then you can just hold your action until I have him distracted.
Yeah.
Or ready in action.
And we all go at the same time. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And
it's a terrible roll. All right, everyone has rolled?
Yep.
So you guys aren't doing anything about Breepine when she slumps to the ground, right?
Well,
at the moment, she's kind of behind us.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Whoa.
So
you can use her as distraction. Just pick her up, and when the dog chases the sleeping body,
yeah, just toss her.
Don't tell the elf.
All right. So we'll start with the round order, and the dog goes first, and the dog goes woof, woof, bark, bark, woof, bark. It doesn't really do much because it's on its chain, but it looks like it's very aggressive and intent on trying to bite somebody if they get close enough.
So where it is right now, is that the length of the chain?
Let me draw that in real quick just to make sure there's no confusion.
Yeah, because if it's a short chain, then it's not going to work very well.
So the stake is right about there, and the chain is...
Oh, that makes all the difference in the world.
It's about 10-foot chain. So it goes from here to here. But I'm not
So
going to...
We basically want to lure him over
Yeah,
here.
right there.
Yep, that'll work.
All right, so the dog spends its round barking at you guys and doesn't do much else. That brings us to Tessacottle. What do you do?
Holding my action, and as soon as the dog gets into the spot, I'm going to jump and ready in action to basically stab one of my wooden spikes into the ground through the chain. So basically like pegging the chain to the ground.
Okay. So everybody where you guys are standing are pretty much where you are. Nobody kind of moved themselves around. I guess everyone is right about where they would be.
Yep.
I apparently don't have a choice.
Yes, that's true. Julius, are you taking a cowardly dive behind Tessacottle? Is that what's happening there?
No, I'm backing him up. So
Yes.
when he goes over here, I'm going to go behind him so that I can... Basically, I'm going to tackle the dog. That way it doesn't get a chance to go after him.
Right. I was pulling your chain. Get it?
Ha! Didn't.
Ah.
Sorry, that's the only dad joke you're going to get out of me tonight. So,
Because the best way for Tez to sneak over there is to have a big guy in plate armor going right behind him.
That's the way it always works.
Sneaking, he's running.
It is a Marx Brothers tactic. And the Marx
That's
Brothers
right.
are very famous for...
Mike, what is the mark on me?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's the boot that somebody shoved up your ass.
Yeah, right?
Oh, crap, there's the one swear for the week. Sorry.
And it does look like a boot.
Yeah, that is a boot. I don't know why you got a boot on you.
What's that all about?
That joke's for our Canadian viewers.
There we go. All right. So, Tessacottle, you are holding your action.
Yep.
While you guys are standing there readying yourself, you see a small, thin, black beam of energy shoot out from the second floor, and it shoots down towards you. It's a black beam of energy that springs towards a creature within range. I need to make a ranged spell attack against Tessacottle.
Cats are immune to ranged attacks.
And you also have 9 lives, right?
Yeah, but it sounds like she's firing a laser pointer beam at you. So wouldn't you be weak against that?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So then, does a 17 hit?
A 17. Oh, this is versus AC?
It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay, yeah, then 17 will... Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, 17 will hit.
Okay. So you need to make a Constitution save, please.
Meow, meow. Constitution save, meow.
Meow.
Damn it!
Oh,
Henrietta Pussycat?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
meow
it.
failed, meow.
inspiration.
Oh, yeah, inspiration.
If you
Thank
decide you
you.
want to use it, you can use it.
I am using it. I'm taking off my character sheet so I can
All right.
use it. And here we go again. 13.
Better.
13 against Yeah, that will just do it. So
Yay.
you feel this black beam strike you squarely in the chest, and you kind of feel for a second like all of your muscles kind of start to clench up almost involuntarily, and then the feeling goes away and it dissipates. And that is it. No other effect. Next up is Bree Pine. You are busy sleeping. And then after that is Julius. It is now your turn.
I'm waiting for Tez to run.
Right. So you're holding your action.
Like I said, when he does, I'm going to literally run and tackle the dog.
Got it. That'll take us to Reginald.
Okie doke. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. I'll move over.
This is called teamwork, folks.
Up there. I'm gonna move this way through the bush so that I'm seeing like I'm going closer to the dog and get over here.
Well, my apologies, I didn't draw it, but there's a low-lying wall. You can easily navigate the wall with a climb check, but yes, you'll need to climb over the wall in order to get into the area. There we go.
Thanks, Mike.
Lies.
I didn't
It's
draw
not
in the
like
moat with the alligators in it.
Oh, did I didn't include the alligators in the... I'm sorry. Yeah, I should draw...
Yeah, if only we weren't
alligators.
planning this for the first 5 minutes of the game. What is climb? Acrobatics?
There's no wall. It kind of defeats the gate.
Now you could do like that pitfall game
acrobatics,
from
right?
Atari where you have to hop on alligator heads and...
Frogger?
Yeah. You could... what'd you get, a 3 or a 19?
I'm using my damn thing.
Okay.
Stupid inspiration point wasted. Grr.
A 3. I said a short
We'll
wall.
take the 19.
It's a 19? Okay.
Yeah. I'm using my inspiration point, so yeah.
You spring over the 4-foot wall with ease and are able to sprint over to the area you are now standing in. That will be the end of the round. At the end of the round, another shadowy figure shows up in the window.
Well, we have ready actions, so I would.
Oh yeah,
move
that's
and
right.
then-
That's right. There's ready actions. My bad. So go ahead with your ready actions. Tessacottle, you were the first.
Trying to
Yep.
cheat us.
Go through the gate. Don't go over the wall.
Yeah, I'm going through the gate and gonna go ahead and jump on the chain. So, what do you want me to make a roll or?
The dog is moving around, so yeah, let's go ahead and make a roll to hit, and let me know what you get.
All right, I'll just do it as unarmed strike, I guess, since I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you want me to? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with unarmed strike. That's fine.
Okay. Ooh, 23.
All right. Well done. You pounce on the chain, you pounce on the chain, and you're able to land on it with your 2 legs, and you quickly grab it with your 2 arms. So, are you securing it with just your legs or your arms? Or
No,
both?
I have one of my stakes from my Monster Hunter kit on my chest, like my bandolero of stakes. So I'm taking a stake and jam it into the ground between the chain loop to kind of secure it. And then I think at this point, Julius is going to beat the dog senseless.
I'm assuming in athletics to tackle the dog.
Yeah, an athletics roll would be required to tackle the dog. Yes.
Really? All right. I'll use my inspiration.
Man, you guys are rolling like garbage.
No
You're
kidding.
lying on the ground with me soon.
Look at that. From a natural 1 to a natural 20.
There you
Nice.
go. So you do tackle the dog, and the dog lets out a frightened yelp, but you weigh considerably more than it. So plus your armor, you have it pinned to the ground. The dog is struggling against you and obviously trying to bite you, but with a roll like that, you've put yourself in a position that the dog's not going to be able to attack you. You have it secured to the ground. Okay, so that's all the readied actions. Now, you guys still, I mean, your initiative doesn't change, right? You guys still go in the same initiative rounds?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then that'll take us back to the end of to the top of the round. The dog is, I guess, is going to try and make it's going to try and break free, but I don't think it has the strength to break free. I think it's going to be useless to even try, but I don't know. I guess I'll try. So you're grappling the dog.
That was the idea.
Yep. Athletics versus athletics.
That's it.
Wow.
What'd you get?
I got a 25.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't think the dog's going to beat that.
That'd be awesome if the dog got like a 30 and he like totally Hulk smashed you, like got up, picked you up, twirled you in the air over his like Scooby Doo. Man, that'd be awesome.
The dog is struggling under your grip, but you, like I said, you've got it probably beat by a good 70 pounds. It's not going anywhere. All right. So that was 20. So on 15, one of the shadowy figures
Come on, Dev.
is going to
Oh yeah, I'm over here, so I should put myself right there. Or right here.
I mean, technically the dog should be over there too, but you know. Who am I to tell the DM what to do?
all right. Oh, there's a dog. So the from the second story window, you see 3 green globes shoot out, and they unerringly hit Julius.
Naturally.
Julius, you're the proud owner of 3 fiery globes of damage.
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So they fire the globes naturally.
Yes. No, they find out who. You take 3 points from the first one. You take 2 points from the second, and you take another 2 points from the third. And someone from the second floor screeches out, "You let go of Rufus!" Yeah, so that's the end of that. So that would be Tessacottle. It's your turn.
All right. So now I know something's coming from up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
From the second floor window, yes. You saw the black beam of energy that came shooting out and hit you, and then you just saw 3 fiery globes of eldritch magic shoot over your head and hit Julius with a thud. Or maybe he said an ugh. I don't know which. Maybe it was an ugh and a thud.
All right. All right, I am going to, let's see, how long does this take me? Oh, 1 action. Awesome. I am going to cast a spell. Summon Beast. I'm going to summon an air beast. So basically, I'm summoning an air spirit.
Okay.
And I am going to send it flying up towards the window.
Ow, that's some material components.
All right. Is it able to move the round that you summon it?
Let's see. Yeah. So it's 1 action.
Oh,
And
okay.
it has a flight of seer. I can put it into roll 20. And so basically it has a fly of 60. And is the window open or closed?
The window is all boarded up. They've basically been using, I don't want to call them arrow slits, but they've been basically using small gaps in the windows to basically look out and shoot their spell attacks out the windows.
All right. I'm just trying to see if this thing could actually go through walls. I don't know if it can, or go through tiny holes. It can fly. So I guess not. Shoot.
You can open the window.
Well, it's boarded up, so it'd have to start breaking the windows. But that's what I'll have it do. I'm going to have it just start bashing up against the windows.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and make a roll to break some boards, I guess. You don't need to roll the hit, right? You just roll damage, or do you have to actually roll the hit when you're trying to break stuff?
I have to roll to hit, so but I'm just trying to see here. I guess it would just be this here, so let me go ahead and I get a multi-attack. So the first one's going to be an 11.
Okay, well, that would definitely hit the boards.
And the second one is going to be an 8, so I don't know what the... Anyway, so I'll go ahead and do damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think an 8 would hit. I think you have to at least do an armor class 10.
So it hits the boards for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I have a move action, and since Julius has the thing tackled, I'm going to start moving towards see if I can get into the mansion.
Okay. Sure. You run over to the door of the mansion. The door appears to be barred or locked or secured in some way.
Right.
The door does not open when you attempt to open it, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, so all right, so I can move 3 more spaces. I'm just going to stay where I'm at and try to figure it out.
Okay, fair enough. That would be Tessacottle. The other shadowy figure in the window is going to fire out 3 globes at the spirit that has appeared before them. That would be the easiest target. Can the spirit take damage?
Yes, it can.
Okay. Let's see. Bestial Spirit, armor class 11, hit points 20. So it has 20 hit points, it looks like?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So 3 globes of Eldritch magic shoot out from the between the boards and strike your spirit. Do you want me to track this, or are you going to track the
I can track the hit points on it, yep.
Sweet. First one is going to be... where is it? 2 points. The second one is another 4 points. Ouch.
Okay.
And the last one is another 2 points.
Okay.
All right. And that'll take us to Breepine. Breepine, you are dreaming about magical unicorns or spell books or something.
Do I get a chance to wake up, or I'm just out?
Let me see. Hang on a second. That's a good question.
It doesn't really say in the spell description.
It says duration is 1 minute.
So
I would assume after 1 minute has passed, you would be able to wake up.
So 10 rounds.
Yeah. So this is round number 2. So if you're keeping track.
Yeah.
All right. That would take us to Julius. You have tackled the dog in the end zone. What do you do? Julius? Have we lost Julius?
We appear to have.
I don't see Julius.
Oops.
I didn't even notice he was gone. One second while we try and find out where our...
I'm back.
There he is.
There you are.
There he is.
So I want to move over to Bree Pine and try and wake her up.
Okay. That works. If you spend... Well, once you get off the dog is going to start barking and trying to bite somebody. Unless you guys... Okay, so you're all right with that.
But, I mean, I'm the only one he can really try to bite, so...
Well,
Okay.
he could, and Tessacottle, but
Right.
No, how can he bite you?
because
Well,
I'm
he
at
was
the
pinned.
door.
Well, he was pinned
Yeah,
when you... Yeah, but now he's spiked.
Oh,
over
he's
this.
pinned,
We can't-
yeah.
He's pinned over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's considered restrained now. So, all right. So getting off the dog, going over to Bree Pine and waking her up, that would be your action. Bree Pine, you are now awake.
Yay!
That will take us to Reginald.
Okay. Taz, stand back. Well, I mean, brace yourself.
Okay.
Where are we? I think second level should be good enough. Firing at the door.
Firing at the door. Okay.
What? With a lot of
24 for 9 damage. Oh, God, that's a lot of ones. Why did I throw ones for damage?
What were you casting at the door, if I may ask?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolts. Okay, a bright beam of energy shoots out from your holy symbol, strikes the door with a big bang. A bunch of boards fly off. You did 9 points of damage? Is that right?
Yeah, 9 points of damage. Oh, and the next attack against the door has advantage.
Okay. The door looks considerably weakened, but unfortunately does not fly open. One of the doors definitely looks far worse than it did prior to you casting your spell. So, probably not the effect you were hoping for, but yes, the door is now much weaker.
Okay, I'll hit it with all you got, and then I'll move over here closer, a little closer.
Okay.
A little
So
closer.
this round, the dog is restrained, so it doesn't do anything. That will take us to one of the shadowy figures. Julius, an unerring black beam of energy shoots out from the... hang on, let me make sure that you're in range. Hold on. Yeah, you're 5, 10. Yeah, you're in range. Black beam of energy shoots out from the second floor, and she is making a ranged spell attack against you. I am rolling said attack. Does a 16 hit you?
Not today.
The beam misses. It flies over your shoulder as you deftly jump out of the way.
Unerring my ass.
Okay, slight error. Tessacottle, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, the door looks weakened, so I'm going to try to run it through.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack against the door.
All right. I get 2 attacks against the door.
Sweet.
I will do 2 unarmed strikes. So hopefully I don't need lots. So that's going to be an 18 versus the door.
Don't forget to roll for advantage because you might get a critical.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Nope. And then the second attack on the door. So 13, and then I forgot what the first one was.
18.
They're both
18.
hits. Yeah, they're both hits.
So
Go
I should
ahead.
just do damage?
Go ahead and roll damage choice. Yep.
So 6 points.
That'll be enough to splinter the door. At this point, you can pretty much force it open or pull it open enough so that you can slide in.
Yeah, I want to open it so we can go in, and I do have movement, so I'm going to head in and
All right.
start making my way up the stairs.
That's weird.
Okay, so you can move yourself over to the first floor,
All right.
which is the one above, the map above the one we're on.
That's the first floor up right here?
Well, yeah, that works. That works.
Okay.
No, I was thinking of the second floor. Sorry. I'm confused. Never mind. Don't listen to the DM. So
Everybody heard it. Don't listen to the DM.
All right. That's awesome.
the other shadowy figure is going to shoot more eldritch globes at your spirit.
Okay.
So 3 more globes. First one is going to do 3.
Oh.
The next one is going to do another 2. And the last one will do another 4.
All right.
Did the
Well,
spirit
these
go?
Huh?
Did the spirit go?
Oh, the spirit goes on my turn. Yeah. So the spirit would have tried to bang on the door some more.
Okay.
Still,
well, if it goes down to the first floor and tries to bang on the door as well, then yeah, the door between the both of you, the door's wide open. There's no
okay.
problem.
Then
You're
I'll do that. That it
Okay.
came down to help me. Sure.
All right. So then after that would be Breepine's turn.
So, are these the shadowy figures?
Yes, they would be.
And can I see one from where I am here?
They have partial cover. I mean, you can see that there is definitely somebody behind the window, but the windows are boarded up, so it's you don't have a whole lot of you don't have a very large target to work with, I guess would be the best way of saying it.
Oh, I thought these were doors.
On the
No,
second floor.
They should actually be on the second floor, yeah.
technically
They're
they're
just there because we're looking at this map right now.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So, what the heck? I'll try and Ray of Frost this dude.
If anybody
Okay.
can thread the needle, it's you.
I'm guessing an 11 will not hit.
Unfortunately, no. 11 will not hit.
It would have been some good damage, too. Oh, well.
All right.
But
Julius.
I'm going to move up to here.
Oh, you're going to move as well? Okay, sorry.
That's it.
Okay. Julius.
Yes. I charge. All right, so that's 30. That's 45. So I have 15 feet of movement left. How far up the stairs can I go?
You can get up to the first landing. That would work.
I do that. So I guess I'll move here.
Okay. All right. Next is Reginald.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Full move, I can get over near do this. Oop. There we go.
Where'd you go? I lost you.
I am on the other map. I'm right behind Julius.
Got it. All right. That's the end of that round. The dog does nothing. The first shadowy figure, when she hears you coming up the stairs, decides to make a hasty retreat further into the building.
Naturally. Coward!
So let me move her away from the window. There. Okay, then that would be Tessacottle. It is your turn.
All right. Me and my spirit are heading up to the second floor.
Okay. Hang on a second. Let me make it so that you can control your spirit. All right, you should be able to move spirit around now.
Okay.
Hang on, wait a minute. There you go. Now you should be able to move them.
And spirit should be able to join me right there.
Actually, the spirit moves 60, right?
Oh yeah, because it's flying.
And he can actually get to right here with no problem. He'll still have movement left.
All right, so the spirit will fly up and attack.
Okay. The Night Hag lets out a high-pitched shriek as the spirit ephemerally comes up at her and lunges at her. So go ahead and roll your attack on the Night Hag.
All right. It gets 2 attacks, so the first one's a 17.
Nice.
That'll hit.
And I'll just roll the second one.
Debbie, not right now.
Second one's a 14.
Fortunately, that won't hit, but the first one does. You can roll damage.
All right. Okay. And it does 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Excellent.
Got it. All right. That is Tessacottle's turn. It is now time for her to attack back. She is going to try and use her claws against your creature. Is your creature affected by normal attacks?
Yes.
Okay. So it is going to attempt to hit with her claws.
Oh, he had movement left. He could have used his special ability.
Oh. Oh, well.
11, I guess, does not hit, right?
And 11 does... Well, it's 11 plus the level of the spell. So the level of spell second, so it'd be a 13, so no, would have missed.
Okay. So she misses. She's still able to move, so she's going to move away from your spirit. Does your spirit get an attack of opportunity on her?
If she moves away, yes.
Yes, she is fleeing down the hallway, so your spirit is able to attack her again if he decides to do so.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Dang! That'll be a hit. Go ahead and roll damage again.
All right. And that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Another 11. All right. Spirit's bringing in the numbers. Let's see. Duly noted. As the Night Hag spins around to run away, your creature swipes at it and rakes its misty claws across its back. You hear this ear-piercing shriek that chills your blood as the Night Hag runs down the hallway. Fiends! Creatures! I'll kill you all! That would be Breepine's turn.
So, I can't see them from there, so I think I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll double move 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Okay, so double move and make it to about there.
Okie dokie. Julius, it is now your turn again.
I'm going to move up to here, and I'm going to activate my sacred weapon.
Is that your lightsaber?
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to get sued. It's your laser sword. Is that right? Is that what
yes, it is my my positive energy laser sword. Exactly.
All right.
Well, we found out why Facebook's going to demonetize us. So.
All right.
It's a bright light, and it is considered magical for 1 minute.
Got it. So your weapon glows with this fiery brilliance. You can see that the night hag kind of looks over her shoulder, and you can see the look of she looks absolutely terrified of your weapon.
I'd smile at her, but she wouldn't see it.
Yeah. She's seen this weapon in action before, so she knows what it can do. So she is terrified of the weapon you just brandished. All right. That's the end of your turn, correct?
Yes.
All right. Reginald, back to you.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Turn. Fire. Oh, wait a minute. Fire. Please hit. Son of a bitch. Okay, next turn.
Did you fire your guiding bolt again?
Oh yeah, I rolled a 10. That was wonderful.
A beam of light shoots over their shoulders and strikes the wall, making this huge scorch mark, but unfortunately misses the target.
You can totally break the wall now.
The dog is effectively out of combat.
No, don't you know all the walls here start to heal after a while?
Yeah. Sorry, wrong mansion. So double move. So she is fleeing for her life. Tessacottle, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to, I guess, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess I'm going to run up to here. Let me just check, because I think as part of my cool tabaxi powers, let's see. When you move on your turn in combat, you could double your speed to the end of the turn. Once you use this... Oh, wow. Okay, feline agility. So I can actually double my speed without it actually being a hindrance. So I use that special ability, and I go 5, 10, 15. And I come up here, and I go, hello, beautiful. Well, I don't, but... And I am going to do some ass-a-kickin'. So I am going to use a bonus action to do Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On this one.
Got it.
Then I'm going to Stabby McStabberson with the short sword.
You may commence with the stabbing.
And that's a 20.
Ooh, nice.
That hits. The first one you can roll damage for.
Okay, well, I get the one attack because I used the bonus action.
Oh, right. My bad.
So that's going to be 5 points, but Hunter's Mark is on there, so I get to roll an additional d6. So 5 and 4 is 9 points of damage.
Ouch. That looked very impressive. You basically parkour your way up the staircase, do some kind of agility tumble roll through the air, and as you land, you bring your sword down onto the night hag. She barely has time to react, and your blade slashes her, and she shrieks again. And she mutters under her breath in a hiss. She says, "I will feast on your bones."
Don't forget your air beast.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Air Beast. Do. And Air Beast comes up and he gets a multi-attack, so let me go ahead and get Air Beast rolling. Me and my air beast. Sounds like a bad 80s cartoon. Yes, the air beasts.
I was going to say, is that like your shadow?
Strolling down the avenue. The 13, I believe, missed.
Yes, that is right.
But I get one more hit because there's such thing as multi-attack. And that is going to be an 18.
An 18 will hit.
All right. So, I don't want... Wait. Arg. Here we are. And... Boo hiss. 5 points.
Another 5. You're definitely nickel and diming her. So your spirit does land its hit, and the Night Hag shrieks again. All right. Should I put your spirit on the adventure track or on the turn order, or do you?
It goes pretty much right on my initiative.
Okay. All right. I was just going to put it on there so we don't forget. So.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Yep. Dun, dun,
All right.
dun, dun.
So she is still going to run away from you guys. So both your spirit and you get an attack of opportunity as she does a double move.
Wow, she's pretty brave there. All right. So I am going to Boo Hiss. That's a 9 with Tessacotles, and let's see if my spell can do spell things. And hit. That'll be a 20.
Dang, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. And that'll be 9 points.
Another 9 points. Ugh. She lets out a scream and she says, "Sister, help me!" 76. And then she runs down the hallway. Okay, Repine, you're up.
Well, I can't do anything from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's about all I can do.
All right. Julius.
I'm coming for you.
Sword activated. All right. Reginald.
Let's see. What can I do other than move? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No. 30, 35, 40, 45. This week's episode is called The Running Hag.
All right. Dog is out of combat. At this point, let's see, which one is, yeah, it is this one. Okay. So this Night Hag, I think if I remember right, her name is Agatha. She turns around and she says, "Foolish human, your bravery will be your undoing. You are the proud owner of 3 more Eldritch Globes of Fire that strike you unerringly.
Naturally.
I'm going to roll the damage all at once. Alakazam, a la peanut butter sandwiches. You are the proud owner of 10 hit points damage total as all 3 of these globes strike you and leave these terrible scorching marks across your body.
I laugh.
I laugh at your globes. Tessacottle, go ahead.
All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it down there, but let's see. 5, 10, 25, 30. I'll double move, but I'm not going to be able to do anything, so
Okay.
I'll go to here, at least a corner.
Got it.
Okay.
And you still
and
have
my spirit. Yep.
Yep. Don't forget your spirit in the sky.
I get to fly 60, but that's just going to put me here, so.
Got it.
How high are the ceilings?
It is. This is a manor, like a fancy mansion, so it's got higher ceilings so that it traps the heat. So the ceilings are about 10 feet.
Ooh.
From floor to ceiling is 10 feet.
Ooh.
All right. So the other night hag turns around. This is the one that's been getting a regular beatdown. And she is also going to fire off 3 magical globes of energy.
Oh,
She's going to go for... Interesting. She's going to fire over both of you, Julius and Tessacottle, and she is going for the spirit who's floating slightly above you guys off the ground. So that'll be another 3 globes of damage.
And the spirit goes away.
Yeah, I figured that would do it in. Poof. Well, it definitely served its purpose. Okay. And then Breepine, it is your turn.
Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I just stay here and I ready a spell in case they come back around the corner.
Got it. All right, Julius. It is your turn. Show us what you got.
I step forward. All right.
All you got to do is not whiff.
Yep.
Now
I
you
got a
jinxed it.
+5 to hit. Hang on.
Need to grab more dice. Get that dump truck over here.
I don't know. Does a 26 hit?
Let me check. Yeah.
I get to reroll one of those. Excellent. So that is going to be 9, 12 points of damage.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. She shrieks out in agony. She's still standing, but she is wounded.
Oh, look, I get a second attack.
Isa, all right, go for it.
Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Just barely hits her. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. Roll your damage.
Oh, look, I get to re-roll one of those, too. All right, so that's going to be 12 points of damage.
Yow. All right. Yeah, your blade slices through her easily twice. She shrieks as this fiery beam, bladed beam slices through her, and her clothing begins to smolder. She says, "Sister, help me!"
I'm hurting.
I almost said that, but I decided to hold back. All right. Reginald, it is now your turn.
Are you not behind? Repine, you're not behind Taz anymore?
The spirit was behind Tessacottle, and
okay.
it returned to the spirit world.
I think I'm here. I can still see them. And we'll try again. No, not that one. That one. Please. Hit. 22.
That'll hit.
Yay. 24 damage.
Pain. Was that your magical beam of energy again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
And if she's still alive, the next attack on her has advantage.
you said 24?
Yeah, 24. Same as Julius.
So this beam seems to come forward and shoot and hit her squarely in the shoulders and the head. And you can see that her entire upper body is smoldering and she's screaming and wailing. She's still standing, but she's looking more and more like a piece of burnt toast. That'll be the end of the round. That'll take us to Agatha, I believe. So
Die.
this one...
Oh, you die!
This one opens the door, steps through the door, and slams the door. And that's the end of her turn. She says, sister, smell you later.
That's not very nice of her.
Well, I mean, she is neutral evil. She's, they're sisters, but when the chips are down, she has to, save somebody's skin. It's everyone for themselves. All right. Tessacottle, it is your turn.
All right. Drop my sword, grab my bow, and fire 2 shots into this one.
You may fire when ready.
Oh, where's my... And that is longbow. So first shot is going to be a 25.
That'll hit.
And the second shot is going to be an 18.
18, yes. 18 will hit as well. Roll damage for both.
All right. So 6 points.
This is non-magical, right?
Yeah, non-magical.
Okay.
And then the second shot is going to be 8 points.
Okay. Your arrows thunk into her. She kind of lets out a grunt, but it does look like at least the arrows did hit her for sure.
Yeah.
Do you not get your Slayer's Prey damage?
Hunter's Mark is still on the...
Oh yeah, so 5 for that first attack.
Got it.
And oops, damn it.
2.
And another 4 for that second one. So
Nice. That added some hit points onto the attack. Like I said, she lets out a heavy grunt, but she's still standing. All right. So it is now her turn. She picks up a shrunken skull that is on her chest, and she begins to hold it up to her face, and she begins chanting. Let me see how long it takes for her to cast this spell. Okay. So she can cast this spell, but I guess to interrupt the spell, someone would have to attack her, right? Is that how that works?
yeah, you would attack, and then basically it would be
Con save.
yeah.
I'd like to volunteer as tribute.
I guess who would be eligible to stop her from casting? That would be my question. Would it be Breepine? Since Breepine's
Any
going
attack.
What's that?
Any attack, unless Breepine's going to try to dispel.
But I
so-
can't see her and I can't.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
that's my next turn.
Julius, you go in the same round that she does. She begins casting the spell that you're all too familiar with. You know what she's trying to do. So as she begins casting, you can attack her.
That is a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Crap. Hold on. That is 13. Wait. Hello. Oh, yeah, that's 13 points of damage.
Okay, now if he strikes and does damage, is her spell?
She has to do a concentration save.
Yeah, she has to do a con save.
Okay.
Concentration, which is either an 11 or I can't remember. Mary, do you remember how that works?
She's gonna just she's got to get a 10 or above.
Okay.
Okay, and she's rolling her just concentration. I'm sorry, Constitution.
Yep.
No, it's just
Just a D20.
Yeah, it's a Constitution save. And it's either 10 or half the damage he takes, whichever's higher.
Got it. And she rolls 7. She fails. The spell fails.
Woo!
Group.
Okay. And I'm sorry, how much did you do?
I did 13.
13 points of damages. She's still standing, but she staggers back.
Oh, and most important... Oh, no, that doesn't really count if it's a magic item.
All right. Brepine, it is now your turn.
Well, if she's so foolish as to be standing there, I will come here. Does she look seriously hurt?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, she looks like a piece of burnt toast, and she's bleeding from several wounds now.
Then I'm going
she's
to try and freeze her out.
Okay. She's got one hand basically leaning up against the wall.
I suck. I rolled a 1.
See, when you told everyone they were rolling terrible earlier, I think you jinxed yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, do you still have an inspiration or no?
That would be a no.
No, you used
okay.
your... Okay, so a beam of cold energy shoots past her and hits the wall behind her. So
And
that's
now the door looks really cold.
all right. Reginald, it is your turn again.
Did you skip me?
No, you went. You stopped her spell from going off.
Oh, that counts as my action?
I believe so.
Well, yeah, because you went...
I get 2 attacks, though.
Oh, do you get 2 attacks?
I do get 2 attacks.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and take your second attack then?
I'm going to take my second attack. Why? Because I can. That's a 19.
19 will hit.
That is... I get to reroll one of those. God damn it. Oh, that is 12 more points of damage.
Wow. Okay. She lets out one last dying shriek, and she says, "What a world, what a world," and then collapses to the ground.
I stomp on her.
Okie dokie.
As I move forward.
Reginald, did you take your full turn?
Well, I don't need to worry about that action anymore, so let's see, what else do I do? Boom.
Wesley.
I will cast Thaumaturgy on the door. If it's not locked, it flies open.
Okay. The door does indeed fly open.
Okay. I'm not dumb enough to move in there, but yeah.
Free action. I'm going to say to her, "Give yourself up now, witch, and I will make your death quick and painless."
Okay.
I'll move up here. That'll work.
Got
Okay.
it. So, Julius, from the doorway, now that the door flies open, you can see that she's standing in the center of the room, and she is actually, she's desperately clawing through a bag. It looks like she's looking for something, and she's ripping things out of a bag in desperation. So this round, she actually grabs an item out of the bag, and you can see that it looks like identical to the necklace with the shrunken head that you saw on the other witch that you just killed. And she has it in her hand now, and she places it over her neck, and she gives you a wicked grin as she does it. Tessacottle, it is now your turn.
All right. Oops. I was sitting there trying to move things on the screen of the. All right, I gotta go over here. That's weird. All right.
No problem. I've done that before myself.
I will go
anything moving?
Right here. I'm gonna move that hunter's mark to this one.
Got it.
Because I can, and I am going to let. Yeah.
James, you have that spare house in your pouch, right? Mike says they're vulnerable to falling houses.
That is true. I put a house on the end of my bow, and
Well, if you were Hawkeye, you could do that.
true.
That is true. That's very true.
And 12. It misses, but
Okay. All right. So then next is Brepine. You're up again.
Boy, let's see. 5, 10, 15. Wait a minute. Is someone in this square? I can't quite tell.
I am. Yeah.
Tessacottle is just past the door. Yep.
20, 25. All right. This one does not look as hurt, correct?
No, she looks actually untouched in this battle.
All right. So, kapow.
Kapow.
All right, so she can make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
DC 15 Constitution. All right, here we go. She rolls a mighty 16.
Well, so she's just going to take 6 poison damage.
6 poison.
Yes.
All right. Noted.
Does that make it my turn?
Yep. That would make it your turn.
I'm going to move there.
You are tracking how long that you have your laser sword for?
I do. I am.
The sword that is a laser, not made of light. Okay, what do you do?
That is correct. I am going to strike her.
Okay, begin a striking.
That is a 26.
That'll hit.
And I'm going to use my my divine smite. And I'm going to use a second level spell slot.
All right.
Ooh, burning them second level spells.
So that's going to be. I get to reroll one of those. All right, so that is 10 points to start with.
Okay.
Plus. Another 14 points, so 24 points of damage.
All right. Your blade slashes her across the torso. You can see the fear in her eyes, and she lets out a mighty shriek as your blade slices through her, and you see her clothes begin to smolder. She's clutching onto this necklace with the skull at the end of it, and it starts to glow with this sickly green eldritch magic.
Can I target the skull?
The actual skull on the item?
Yep.
I forget. James, how do you do called shots again in this game?
You don't.
You don't.
Oh, okay. That answers that. Since it's around, I mean, normally I think I'd try and give you a disarm, but now she has it around her neck. So you couldn't really even disarm it, unfortunately.
I'm actually trying to break it.
Yeah, unfortunately in 5th edition, there is no, I don't think there's a sunder. I don't think there's anything like a sunder or break item.
Well, I mean, if you're basically, I mean, you can attack an item. It's just you can't do a called shot like a headshot or a arm shot.
What would you need to do to try and attack the item?
Just be armor class. I mean, because they're holding it close to them.
Okay, so it'd be a normal attack against her normal armor class. And only.
I mean, you could say it's disadvantage because it's a small thing.
Okay.
Make it a little harder.
All right, so I can give you an attack. Sure, I can allow you an attack against her, against the item itself. It would be a disadvantage, but you can do that.
How's 22?
22 will hit.
All right. Oh, I get to reroll both of those. I get to reroll one. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 points so far. I'm going to use a first level spell slot this time. Cha-cha-cha. So that's another 6 points. So that's 18 points of damage.
Okay. So as she is bringing it up to try and cast the spell, you bring your sword down. Your magical sword strikes it right between her two hands. You basically do what I would call a field goal. You strike the skull, and the skull shatters under your blade. There's a quick flash of this green energy as this magic is quickly expelled, and she lets out this ear-piercing, "No!"
Yes!
I believe, Reginald, is it your turn? We're still trying to figure that out,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's still your turn, so you can go.
I go there. I turn there. I go here. Second level's all I got. Work? Work? No. No, it didn't work. Says it worked. Now it goes off twice. And neither of them hit. Overdried. I hit the wall.
Okay. Another beam of energy strikes and hits the wall. All right. The Night Hag begins casting again. She is not casting with her magical item, but she is casting a spell. Is anyone going to attempt to stop her from casting?
I don't think any of us can.
No, we've taken our turns.
Yep. None of us have held actions.
Okay. So none of you can cast, can stop her. So she, she turns and looks at you, Julius, and she says, "This is not over, Paladin." And she, at that point in time, she fades from view. Say what?
Let's see here. Could someone take a reaction if she's doing that?
Well, yeah, let's find out. I'm looking up the spell. The spell that she's casting is one action. The duration is instantaneous. So basically, unless anyone can stop her from using this action, she will disappear from view.
I'm just trying. Ugh, Debbie, come on, man.
I was trying to
She's
see if I have
going
any
invisible, I
spells.
can take an attack at disadvantage.
What's that?
If she's invisible, I can still try to attack her at disadvantage.
Right. Unfortunately, out of character, out of game, she's not invisible.
God damn it.
Yeah, and I don't have. The only thing I have that does a reaction is absorb elements, and that's not going to do anything.
Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. Hold on. I think I have... Do I have a spell? I don't have a spell. God damn it.
Okay. She does need a material spell component. So she needs she needs to pull something out of her bag that's on her waist, but that still counts as an action, or does that?
That's part of the action.
That's part of the spell.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. So you see her, when you shatter the necklace, you see her reach into a bag. She pulls out a forked metal rod that has intricate runes on it. She quickly brings it up above her head. She turns and looks at you, Julius, and she says, "This is not over, Paladin." And she fades from view.
Damn it.
And that's it. And combat is effectively, well, I mean,
Wait, I do have a spell that's a bonus action.
But it's not a reaction, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has to be a reaction in order for you to stop her.
That's lame.
She made a secret get twice. Twice she has made a secret getaway.
Debbie, could you please go away?
Well, the first time it was requested of her.
Yeah, right. Yes, Michael. Michael in the chat forum says hags are annoying.
Yeah, they are.
All right, and I think this might be a good.
Spells.
This might be a good time to go to break.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that was well timed. So why don't we go ahead and go for break? James, what do we got? 10 minutes or?
Yep, about 10 minutes or so. So we got a couple of things queued up, and we will start.
I'll be back.
Intermission time. Time that stretch you've been wanting. And best of all, time to take your pick from that scrumptious array of tasty treats waiting for you at the snack bar, where the popcorn's poppin', the cold drinks are sparkling, the hot dogs are sling, the coffee is steaming, and a luscious treasure of confectionery delights with ice cream and candy and so much more to tempt any taste is waiting for you now at the snack bar. You'll be notified in plenty of time when the next show is about to begin.
you, tank. It will haunt you forever. From the depths of evil comes a diabolic killer of beautiful women. The vampire's coffin. See a vampire's body stolen from its tomb. A psycho killer removes the stake so the vampire can again prey on beautiful women. It's in the vampire's coffin. And to complete a double night of horror, a monstrous nightmare of terror turned loose in a fight to the death. The robot versus the Aztec mummy. They will bring you a night of terror. We dare you to see them, but don't come alone. The vampire's coffin. In an all-new double horrorama show with The Robot versus the Aztec Mummy. Presented in Hypnoscope.
Monster of the deep, with a blood-chilling pattern for murder. A flood of action, terror, and suspense that spell the Embalmer. She-Beast, deadlier than Dracula, wilder than the werewolf, more frightening than Frankenstein.
A young girl is murdered at a famous English boarding school near London. The newspapers call the mad killer the Sinister Monk.
Help! Help!
The monk was here!
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Who is he? Who is the Sinister Monk?
What was that?
Whoever gets in the way of the Sinister Monk is a dead man. Scotland Yard uses every means at its disposal to capture the ruthless murderer. Who is his next victim? Don't miss the Sinister Monk.
The terror of the unknown reaches out from forgotten centuries, and a horror legend 2,000 years old comes alive as a hideous demon rises from the grave to bring a new high in horror to the motion picture screen. The Vampire and the Ballerina. No one is safe from this monster of the night, this creature from the crypt of the living dead, who stalks the countryside in search of victims for his insatiable bloodlust. The Vampire and the Ballerina. Into the evil domain of the Vampire King comes a company of beautiful dancers. And the most desirable of them all is the Ballerina. Helpless in the grip of his satanic power that brings everlasting enslavement to her soul. The screen has never reached such heights of fright, such soul-shivering suspense, such heart-stopping horror. You will remember for always the startling, haunting motion picture, The Vampire and the Ballerina.
lots to spare. Vote for Grampy, let happy days begin. It's up to you to put him in the mayor's chair. Then if things get tough for you, this is all you'll have to do. Hitch your wagon to the old gray mayor, he will pull you through. Vote for Grampy, 'cause with his thinking cap, he'll put this town right on the map. So vote for boop-boopy-doop, boop-boopy-doop. Vote for Grampy.
Well, I guess I went out. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm proud. Well, here goes.
Now let's see, I'll have to get all these things straightened out for the new mayor. And I'll, now let me see, did I say, oh yes, the flowers, that's it. I've got a beautiful new bouquet here.
Hello, Betty.
Oh, hello, Your Honor, good luck to you.
Oh, yeah, well, we're going off now.
All set to work.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait.
You can't get away with that stuff.
What is it? What is that?
Autos too fast and trolleys too slow. Fix them up or out you go. Our horses eat nothing and we eat hay. You better do something if you want to stay.
Oh, here, Lyle. Oh, goodness. What now? What now?
No benches in the park and too many lights. Nowhere to spark. We want our rights.
There's not enough bathing girls on the beach. Do something about that or we'll impeach.
Here. Oh, goodness. Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's go. Oh, my. Well, trouble in the air, huh?
Well, Grampy, what are you going to do about it? How about your thinking cap?
Well, you got something there, Betty. Guess I will. Hang on. Ah!
You got it?
Oh, no. Hooray! I've got it!
Here's the Grampy.
All right. Hooray for Grampy! What's
And it looks like we are back. Oh, there we go. Add Julius back in.
All right. So the combat is over. Once again, the Night Hag, you reduced their numbers by one once more, but the Night Hag has eluded you again. Julius, I can see your mouth moving. I can't hear you though. Yeah, we're not getting anything.
Nope.
And nope. So from this point, looks like we're going to have to play. He'll be right back.
Yeah.
After this word from our sponsor.
That's right. All right. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit because. All right. Say something, Matt. No. Oh, he's trying to say, do you have him muted on your side, maybe?
I do not. I'll mute him and unmute him. There, I muted you and unmuted you.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. That's the second time that's happened.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to
I think we need to get... Oh, no.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. All right.
I think we need to get to the windmill as fast as possible.
So I'm going to backtrack a little bit on the spell, just to clarify on the spell effect. It looked like instead of her fading away from existence, I'm going to say that an oval, like a tear in space behind her appears that was about maybe 6 feet long and then turns into an oval shape of this black swirling energy. And then she stepped into it, and then as soon as she stepped into it, that oval of black swirling energy disappeared again.
So my question would be, if it's like a thing that she's stepping into, would Julius get an attack of opportunity on her? Because she's stepping away instead of just poofing into non-existence.
It's a good question. She's making a 5-foot step. Would he get an attack?
There is no such thing as a 5-foot step in 5e.
Yep.
If they move out of a threatened square, right?
Yep.
Move out of my.
So
my
yeah,
range.
she would be moving out of your threat range. You would get an attack on her, but it won't interrupt the spell. And unless you roll amazingly well, you won't kill her.
There's the chance that you could roll amazingly well.
Sure. I mean, you're more than welcome to give it a try. I won't stop you.
I will do so.
Give me your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
More copyrighted material for YouTube to stop us with.
Yeah.
Right.
Does a 30 hit?
Ooh.
Oh boy. Yeah. That would definitely hit.
Okay, hold on. All right, so we'll start with 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then...
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll top the whole thing with
I'm going to use another second level spell slot. Which is an additional 12 points of damage. And can I use a bonus?
No,
Yeah.
not with an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Damn it. All right, 24 points of damage.
You do strike her mightily, but unfortunately it is not enough to kill her. She still manages to step through the portal and elude your grasp. And she eludes your grasp once more.
Naturally.
What does it look like through the portal?
She looks like she's stepping into almost a landscape of fire. It looks like you can see hills behind her, rolling hills and rocky edges of obsidian, these jagged peaks that go up into the high sky overhead. The actual climate seems to be smoky. It seems to have this reddish maroon hue to it, like the sun is obscured by clouds almost. Doesn't look pleasant. Doesn't look like she was going to a pleasant place.
Is she stepping into Avernus?
Sounds like she's going to hell.
That's another campaign.
That's where Avernus is. It's the first level of hell.
Quite possibly.
That's an entirely another campaign.
Yeah, exactly. You saw it only briefly, but wherever she was going, it was definitely didn't look pleasant. All right, so you can see in here, the bedroom looks like is much different from the last time you were here. You can see the bed appears to have been well slept in. You can see the room has been rifled through. Things have been turned over. Drawers have been emptied. You can see that there is half discarded meals on top of bureaus and cabinets. Some plates have been just left on the ground. A scattering of bones just kind of litter the floor.
Can we tell what kind of bones?
You can pick them up and examine them, sure.
Are there any human bones?
Go ahead and make a survival roll for me, or a nature roll, whatever you prefer.
Well, small human bones, because didn't we already determine that they eat children?
Yes. Already discovered that they've made children a delicacy on their menu.
Yeah, I got a 9.
You can't tell. They look a little too small to be human bones, but it's possible they could be finger bones. But yeah, they look a little too small for human bones.
So what you're saying is they were finger licking good?
Da-dum.
That's just because they like finger food.
So she did leave a bag on the ground where she was. If you remember, Julius, she was rifling through a bag and then dropped it. There is the body of the other night hag out in the hallway. There are some belongings that you guys recognize to be theirs. They weren't here when the last time you were here. Besides that, everything looks pretty much the way it was when you guys were last here.
I'm gonna dump her bag and look through what's in there.
Okay. You dump her bag onto the floor, and you can see 2 glass vials rattle out of the bag and kind of do a half circle on the floor and come to a stop.
That's all that was in the bag?
A bunch of odds and ends, some bits of fur, some half-eaten pieces of meat, some other unsavory things. It looks like a handful of spell components, maybe. That's about it. Nothing that you would consider of value.
So 2 vials.
Yes. One is a dusky green color and has no label. The other one is a bright pink color, almost Pepto-Bismol pink. Also has no label.
Ooh. Drink them both at once. I want to see the potion miscability table used.
After careful consideration, Matt, I think you should do what the halfling says. So yeah, both of them do not have a label on them.
I will pocket them for now.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything else?
I want to run over to the window and see what the dog looks like. How's Rufus doing?
You guys left him pretty much restrained to the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He still looks like he's feebly struggling against his restraints.
So if nobody else is going to search the other one, I'm going to search the other one.
Okay. The other one has another one of those weird green glowing necklaces that has the skull. There is also a pouch full of odds and ends that look very similar to the other pouch. It looks like a mix of magical components, a couple of chunks of fur. It looks like a chicken leg that's been half eaten, some bones, couple pieces of charcoal. There's also a very small bag, probably the size of a tangerine. The bag is made of velvet, like a black velvet, and it is tied closed.
Open it. The bag.
Yeah.
What's that?
What's in the bag, man?
You open up the bag, and are you looking inside the bag, or are you going to dump the contents into your hand, or what are you?
I'm going to dump the contents.
I still don't like the way he said that.
So you start to pour the contents into your hand, and a very fine, grainy powder, kind of silver, almost platinum in color, starts to pour out of the bag onto your hand.
Bone dust.
Do you continue? It's like I said, it looks metallic and almost like a color of paladin, color of platinum.
I will carefully put it back into the pouch.
Okay. There is also what appears to be a very piece of parchment that has been carefully rolled up and has been tied with a piece of string.
I will examine said parchment.
There are some kind of arcane runes or wording that has been scribed onto it with some kind of black ink that seems to shimmer a little bit in the light. You can't make out any of the icons or any of the glyphs that are on the paper.
I call Breepine over and hand it to her.
Oh, gee, thanks. What a lovely
you're welcome.
paper.
Huh?
I peruse the piece of paper and see if anything makes sense to me.
Yes, this is actually a second level wizard spell, Misty Step.
This here is a scroll that can transport me from here to there.
Making sure that
good use of it.
I think a lot of people can use Misty Step.
I'm double checking if that's a wizard spell. I'm pretty sure it is. Sorcerer, warlock, wizard. Yes, I was right. Okay.
And I say, do you mind if I put this in my pocket? I don't think anybody else will be able to use this. And when I have some downtime, I will scribe it into my spell book.
As I said, make good use of it.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to go back and grab Tez. See if he wants to try to see if the dog is still under their control.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, no, I'll definitely go.
Matt, there's also you see as you were poking through all of the different bits of cloth and other stuff in the spell components, you can see 3 small whitish circles. They look like they're about a little bit bigger than the size of peas, but they're very white color. You can see them on the floor. You'll have to actually pick them up to get a closer look at them.
I will.
Okay. You find 3 pearls. Very nice looking pearls, well polished.
Alrighty.
Well, those can be. Maybe she was using those for identify. Isn't it identify that needs? Yeah, the pearl.
Now, Breepine, I don't remember exactly where you were. I think you were inside the room when she cast that spell to escape, right?
Yes.
So if you want to, you can attempt to use Arcana to see if you can figure out what she used, because you did see her raise a metal rod above her head shortly before she stepped through the portal.
For Arcana, I got a 21.
Wow, that's a great roll. All right, so yeah, with that roll, she had casted a spell that you've heard about. It's still beyond your level. It's called Plane Shift, which allows her to basically transport herself to another plane. And you suspect that rod that she was holding in her hand was the medium that she needed in order to do so.
I think Julius is the only one around. The other guys went down to play with
the dog.
Balls.
Right.
Play with the puppy.
But I let Julius, I think that was Plane Shift. And I'll just bet you that she went to some hell plane.
Well, that's where she belongs.
Yeah.
Return to sender. All right, so you guys go downstairs. As you get closer to the dog is actually whining now. The dog isn't barking or snarling at you. It kind of gives out a feeble whine.
Look what you guys did. I'm calling animal control on you.
I know. I really hope Pet is not observing this cast, because that'll get us in trouble with Pet as well as Facebook.
That's right.
Well, as long as we're not trying to eat the dog, PETA is not going to mess with us. But
that's what you say now.
But I'll go and see if I can approach the dog and see if it's wounded.
It looks frightened. It definitely looks frightened of you. There are no visible marks on it. It looks a little bit undernourished.
I'll try animal handling. And
go ahead and make another roll.
Make nice with the puppy.
20.
All right. Great roll. This time, the first time you had tried to approach, as you remember, you rolled very well, and the dog just was flat out hostile to you. This time around, it's a much different response. It seems like it's very fearful of you, and it's obviously very scared because it's kind of panicked because it's restrained. It can't move. It can't go anywhere. But it seems like it's reacting to you differently than it did the first time.
All right. Well, I have meat in my pack, so I'll just go ahead and give it some meat, and I'll let it go. I'll pull my spike from the chain.
Okay.
To give it free rein again.
Okay.
Well, at least on the chain.
So it immediately jumps up and then moves away from you. But as you spend more time with it, and you are accustomed to wild animals, eventually it comes over to you, and after a short period of time, it's eating beef jerky out of your hand, or whatever.
Okay.
You're
wolf jerky. Yeah, wolf jerky.
Wolf jerky. Yes.
Cannibalism.
So, are we
By
going to
proxy.
take the dog with us? I don't feel comfortable just leaving it pegged in the yard.
No, we should take it with us.
Maybe the barkeep could use it for protection.
We have a new pet. Woo!
I'm not taking care of it. I'm not taking it for walks or picking up its poop or anything.
We're watching if something kills it in one strike.
Well, Bree Pine could probably ride it.
It's a big dog. It's a German Shepherd or something like that.
I could probably ride it, but
yeah.
I think we should see if the barkeep could use it. At least then we know somebody will be taking care of it.
So what do you guys do now? It is, I think it's early evening, if I remember correctly.
Well, I think personally that we should set off as fast as we possibly can if we want to have any chance of getting anywhere before Hagetta gets there.
Hagetta. So are you guys trying to make a break for it? Are you running towards the broken down mill to see if you can get there?
Try and cut her off at the pass.
So to speak, yeah. Oh, Matt, what did you do with that pouch of powder? What did you end up doing with that?
Oh, I pocket it.
Okay, just make sure you have it on your inventory, and make sure you write down that you got it off the Night Hag, or else if you mention it, 6 adventures from now, I won't know what you're talking about.
Okay. The necklace, by the way, I want to break.
All right. Unless anybody stops you, that's easily done.
Yep. No stopping.
You gonna break the first one too?
Well,
I don't think I have the first one. Oh, yeah, I do. I do still have it.
Yes, you do still have the first one.
You know what? I'm not going to break this one then. I'm going to put that one with this one.
Are you going to start collecting them like some kind of creepy trophies?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
No, I think I'm actually going to give one to the Vistani lady.
Okay.
Whose name I can never remember.
Ava. Her name is Ava.
Ava,
Madam
right.
Ava.
Yeah. Madam Ava, right.
Right.
Ding dong, Ava calling.
All right. So you guys, like I said, it's early evening. The sun is setting, but if you guys want to start making your way towards the old mill, we can start down that road.
If you think it's wise, then yeah, we'll go.
Well, the only thing I would caution you on is that you have been told traveling at nighttime is not recommended. But I mean, if you guys want to leave Barovia, you can definitely make a break for it.
We are so done with this hag.
You know, there's a lot of things that aren't a good idea around here.
Very true. So then that means you guys are leaving Barovia, correct? Are you going back to the inn to get your horse and wagon, I assume?
Sure.
The silence means yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, it's what time, like how long until it gets dark now?
You've got about, I'm going to say roughly about an hour before nightfall.
And it's going to take us how long to get to the windmill?
Memory serves you correctly. It's about a 2.5 hour. Well, it's about an hour and a half to the Vistani camp, and then it's about another hour after that.
But we could at least maybe get to the Vistani camp.
Yeah.
You know, Tez can get some meat on a stick.
Yep.
I'll make him happy.
Get their fortune read.
I can give a necklace to Madam Ava.
There you go.
She'll be so happy to see that.
All right. So you guys collecting your belongings. You hit the road. You travel for about an hour. And just shortly after nightfall, you guys arrive at the Vistani camp. You can see, much as you've been here, you guys have been here so often that they actually have a parking space for you. No.
Does it say reserved?
Yes. Reserved for those wacky adventurers that keep coming back. No, but you do pull up, and the scene hasn't changed. The wagons are still in the same position. They have a large fire going. Tessacottle, you're like Norm from Cheers. As soon as they see you, they're like, Tez! And they all walk over to you and start, petting you on the back. And they're like, come on over. We got some meat ready for you. Every time you come back, you feel like you're the mayor of the city. So it's
pretty soon they're going to adopt us as part of the family.
So yeah, you guys tell me what you do. They take care of your horses. They go ahead and take care of your wagon. They say, welcome back, my friends. Welcome. So good to see you. I'm glad you are still alive. What has you on the road so late at night?
Hags.
Yep.
Hags.
Oh, dear. So I guess then Madam Ava was right that you were able to track one of them down or some of them down in Barovia?
Yeah, we're 2 down, 1 to go.
Oh, I see, my
One of them
friends.
got away.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, then time is of the essence. I assume that you are only stopping long enough to get supplies, or will you be spending the night?
We've heard we should be traveling.
We're probably going to stay the night because it's not safe to travel at night, right?
You are correct. It would be very foolish of you to travel at night. We will prepare a tent for you where you all can sleep for the evening. He says to the other guy that's standing next to him, Gorik, go make sure that one of the other tents is available, and make sure that our guests are well taken care of. In the meantime, you're welcome to come over to the fire. We have meat on a stick. Tessacottle gives you guys a wave because he's already over there. See?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like I'm double
The
fisted
wagon
stick.
didn't even stop. He was he did a half flip off the wagon and he was running.
He's like Matt. He's like Matt with chicken. He's eating the sticks too.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
so
the best part.
What do you guys do? As I said, as usual, the Vistani are more than happy to share their wine and their food with you. And of course, Madame Ava is available if you decide you want further consultation from her.
Yes, I wanted to go see her.
Okay, sure thing. So Tez, you're at the fire. Julius, you're going to go see Madame Ava. Reginald and Brepine, are you guys up to anything?
Not really. Just getting some food and then going to sleep.
Okay. So the fog and the mist has rolled in.
I will get, because I don't trust them. I won't go to sleep until Julius goes to sleep, because I got to cast the thing on him.
Oh, right. Okay. So they've prepared a tent for you, and they said, "Come, my little friend. We have a place where you can set your weary bones down and prepare for the evening if you're ready." So, Reginald, they lead you over to a tent. It's a large tent, kind of like almost a circus pavilion tent, where it has walls and then it comes up to a pointed roof. Inside, you can see a large plethora of large cushions have been laid out. You can also see a couple small straw mattresses have been laid out. You're not sleeping on the ground. It looks like they put down some kind of rug or some kind of canvas on the ground. And you can see they have a small table. There's some wine on the table. There's some bread and fruit. They say, please make yourself at home. Enjoy anything that you want. You are safe here in the Vistani camp. No harm will come to you. If
Thank you very much.
You need, please come find us at the fire. We'll be more than happy to take care of you if you need it.
Thank you.
So it's a little bit like sleeping. I mean, it's kind of like camping out, but they definitely are doing it in a much more luxurious fashion. But you're waiting until Julius is done. Is going to go to bed for the night. Okay. Brepine, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm actually going to try and take time and scribe that scroll into my spell book.
Okay. So you also find yourself in the tent that they've arranged for you. There's plenty of candles that are lit. They have a couple hanging lanterns as well in here. So you have ample light to sit down and scribe your scroll. You don't have to sit at the campfire unless that's what you decide to do.
No.
All right. Tessacottle, it's like you're back at the frat party again. Wine is being passed around. Meat on the sticks being passed around. It's good old times.
Yeah. Just eating and drinking until I pass out.
And Julius, you enter the tent, and you can see that Madame Ava is sitting cross-legged on the ground. You see the table that she does her fortunes on is before her. Her cards are in front of her, and she's looking at them and peering at them, kind of pondering and sipping tea. And then she looks at you and she says, "Ah, the noble knight has returned." She says, "Please, please, come in, come in. Would you like some tea?"
I appreciate the offer. I will pass on the tea.
She says, "So what news from Barovia? Were you able to find the night hags?"
Yes, we were able to eliminate another, but one of them has still escaped.
Her brow wrinkles. She says, "That is unfortunate. Since you've killed 2 of the 3 of the coven, the last one will go to extreme lengths to exact her revenge on you. You are in a most perilous position now."
Yes. But I bring you a gift if you will accept it. And I hold out one of the necklaces for her.
She looks at it and her eyes widen a little bit. She says, a most unwelcome gift, but I will make sure that it does not fall into evil hands. Give it to me, and we will make sure that no evil deeds will be done with it further in the future.
I hand it to her, and I say, I have another one. I have the original one, which I will hold on to for safekeeping as well, to make sure that it also does not fall into the wrong hands.
She nods. She says, take care, Paladin, and make sure that you are able to get your sleep. I fear that it won't be too long before the Night Hag begins to resume her terror on you.
Yes, but now that we know how to try to combat it, I feel slightly more confident.
She says, do you still have the scrolls that I gave you?
I believe we do, don't we? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2 of them.
I say yes, and I also am able to cast that spell if need be.
She nods. She says, excellent. Then you are properly defended against the Night Hag. Hopefully you will return the victors once more.
We plan to leave in the morning to head towards the windmill and hopefully find the last hag there again. She eluded us by escaping to another plane of existence, one which I believe was hell.
You see her place her tea down, and she says, the fortunes have foretold it. I had predicted that she would probably try to make her escape when you found her. Seek her out at the old mill. She's going to try and find someplace familiar, and your relentless search of her, she has run out of places to hide. I think at the mill will probably be your best bet.
That is what we assumed as well. Thank you for the confirmation.
She says, good luck to you, noble knight. May the fortunes of the Vistani and good fortune smile upon you all.
Thought she was going to say, may the force be with you.
Well, I mean, you do have a laser sword. I mean,
do you want to get sued?
All right.
I will take my bidding, and I will head to the tent so that I can get some rest.
All right. Tessacottle, you have another enjoyable evening. Your belly is full of wine and meat. Before too long, the hour grows late, and they all begin to wander off to their own tents. And you find the tent that they have put aside for you guys to sleep in, and all of your comrades are already there, getting ready for bed and whatnot. Julius, are you going to sleep with your helmet on? Are you going to set up some kind of sectioned off area? What are you going to do?
I will take off my armor, but I will leave my helmet on.
It is the
I know
way.
how he is, so while I'm waiting for him to come back, I'm just going to start setting up a barricade around one of the beds.
Oh, all right.
It looks like they've cordoned off an area for you.
That's perfect then. And I will take off my helmet.
Reginald nods as you step through the little cordoned off area and says, it is the way.
It is the way.
Okay. So I don't think you have to make a roll, Bree Pine, in order to describe the scroll, right? That's just done, right?
Time.
How long does that take? I mean, is it like hours and hours, or is it?
No, because you said it's level 2, so it's like 2 hours and 50 gold.
Whoopsie, we just lost Greg.
Yes, we did.
Oops.
Well, hopefully he'll be right back.
By the way, Mike, before I go to sleep, I'm going to use my lay on hands on myself to heal up full. And that way I can gain it back in the morning.
Right. Is anyone doing anything else before you guys retire for the evening? The Vistani said that you guys are safe within their camp. But with that said, are you guys going to do a watch, or are you guys all just going to go to sleep?
I'm just going to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just going to sleep. I think we're pretty safe here.
Okay.
Indeed.
I assume that Reginald will also sleep until he comes back and corrects me. All right. So you guys all sleep. You all have the same, unsettling dream. Oh, there he is. Reginald, you're back. Everyone is going to sleep for the night. Are you doing the same?
If Julius is casting the spell on himself, then I'll let him do that. Otherwise, I'll do it.
Okay. Julius, are you going to cast the spell on yourself, or?
Sure. I'll mark off a thing of holy water.
Okay. All right.
Done.
Like I said, besides the unsettling dreams that you normally have from being in this weird place, you guys all sleep through the night. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. And in the morning, you are woken up to the sounds of activity outside. It sounds like the Vistani have already been risen up and have started a fire and have begun to start their day.
Time to go.
Grab some stick meat for the road, Taz. We got a hag to kill.
Yep. I'm up early and eating meat and ready to go.
All right. Excellent. Okay, so you guys are all back into the wagon. It's not a long drive from the Stanley Camp to the old mill. In fact, it's about an hour if I remember right. The day starts like any other. It's a foggy day. It's kind of cold and damp, but you guys managed to make your way along the trail. You pass the gatehouse, and before too long, you can see the windmill in the far distance as you guys approach.
So are we going to try to stealth up, or?
Well, that's my next question. Now that you guys can see the windmill in the distance, what do you guys plan to do?
Do we even really have any cover to try and stealth up?
Well, the fog that you guys are traveling in basically serves as a cover. I mean, it obscures your view. You guys at this point are only about 90 feet, maybe 100 feet away from the wagon. But I mean, you guys have traveled up and down this road enough that you guys can stop plenty before that. But you won't see the mill until you're about 90 feet away is what I'm trying to get to.
Right. But that 90-foot approach, if we can see the mill, we can be seen.
Correct. Absolutely correct. So I assume you guys are probably going to stop before you get to actually see the mill. Would that be a safe assumption?
That would be a safe assumption. Do we want to try to approach from separate directions, or do we want to all just approach together?
Well, I think we should. Oh,
Sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if we're separate, I'm too squishy to be going up by myself.
That's fair. So together it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's do this.
All right.
All right.
I assume that we're going to be as stealthy as possible, but we're not going to go yelling as we rush up to the mill.
So then, are you guys going to all make a stealth roll? Are you attempting to be stealthy?
We can.
Okay.
I'm going to fail miserably, most likely.
Well, if you're attempting to be stealthy, then everyone please make a stealth roll.
Yep. I can't get any worse than that.
Wow! You rolled a 2. That is...
Oh, no!
We can make a group check.
With Julius.
Somebody got worse than me.
What are we doing? No. Paying attention.
Oh, wow. Tessacottle, you're trying to put as much distance between you and them as you can.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know these guys. Who are these guys?
What did I do? Oh, right there. 12.
A 12. Okay.
12 is not bad.
12 is not bad. Unfortunately, Breepine, I think that's a natural one, and
It's also
Julius.
a natural one for me.
So you guys had stopped the wagon. You're about 60 feet away. Julius, as you go to get out of the driver's seat of the wagon, your foot hooks on the actual seat itself. You tumble back and land on the ground with a loud crash. The sound of that frightens or startles Breepine, because you guys are getting ready for a fight. She lets out a small yelp, and then she tumbles out of the wagon on top of you and lands on you with a thud in another crash. You guys have officially announced your presence.
All right.
I am
Full charge it is.
Meanwhile, Tessacottle, you slink out of the wagon. You're like all hunched down, sneaking along the wagon. You're totally ninjaing it up, and all of a sudden you hear crash, yipe, crash.
Yipe, yipe. Drat. Ouch.
Amateurs.
Hey.
All right.
So much for the element of surprise.
Yeah, we need to charge this thing now at this point, because we just pretty much yelled, "Hey, we're here," and waved our arms in the air.
Yeah. All right, so you guys begin charging at the door. While you guys begin your charge, everybody go ahead and make a... Oh, wait, I make a perception roll. Hang on. One of these days, I'm going to get this. 20. Tessacottle, you are the only one that notices that there appears to be a small figure, a humanoid figure standing at the doorway. The door is closed to the mill, but there's a figure standing at the door.
Does the figure look familiar, or am I...
The mist seems to be obscuring your the mist is obscuring your vision a little bit. It doesn't look like the Night Hag. That much I can tell you right away. But you don't recognize the figure that's standing at the door.
I grab my short sword and spear and start making my way up.
Okay. Do you call attention to what you see to the others, because it doesn't look like
I will.
Okay.
I will definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
You all see what appears to be a very shriveled-looking old man. He looks completely wasted away, like emaciated almost. He's about 6 feet tall. He has clothing hanging off of him like rags almost. It doesn't look like it's either clothing that doesn't fit him properly, or it's just so loose and baggy it's literally hanging off of his body. And he's just standing there. He has a shovel in his hand, and he's got both hands resting on the end of the shovel, the pommel. The blade is facing the ground, of course. And he's just staring at you with this weird stare. This, I guess you want to call it the evil eye. That's for the lack of a better expression. He's giving you the evil eye as you guys are all starting to run your way up the hill. Let me know if any of you guys are going to change actions, or if you're just going to continue charging.
When I get within about 30 feet, I'm gonna stop.
Okay. Is anybody else going to do anything, or are you all stopping? Or
yeah, I'll stop. If I see that Julius is stopping, I'm gonna stop as well.
Okay.
This place had windows, right?
There were very small, thin windows in the. Yeah, there was windows. The windows were not very big. They would be big enough for you to climb into if you decided to do that, though.
Well, there we go. I will find a window and try to climb through it.
Okay, so you start making your way around the building.
Yep.
Your stealth was, what did you get, a 12, was it?
13, I think. Yeah, 12. Yeah, you were right.
Okay, so hang on 1 second. Let me pull up a map real quick. Go. This goes here. This does this. You guys probably can't see anything right now. Is that right?
Nope. Not really.
Correct.
No, I see a black square. Ah, there we are. Hey, it's that place. Where's the rock?
Oh man, that road is everywhere.
I know.
Oh, quiet, all you people in your.
I didn't know we were in the middle of Barovia.
Yeah, right. All right. So the gentleman that you're talking to is hereabouts, I'm going to say. And let me just...
30 feet.
All right, well, move yourself back then.
Alexa, stop.
Bad Alexa.
And the front of the... Well, that's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. Not quite. Let me try that one more time. All right, something like that. Okay, so that would be the entrance to the mill. He's standing at the door. He's got his hands on a shovel. Tessacottle, are you right where you're supposed to be, or because Julius stopped at 30 feet? You guys are closer than 30. So
yeah, then no. If he stopped, I would have been like there.
Okay, all right. Just double checking on that.
What about Reginald?
I'm assuming she's with you, guys.
I'm going to be hiding behind him.
Got it. He looks at all of you solemnly, and he says, "None shall pass."
Oh boy.
Why not? I ask him why not.
He says, "My lady will not be disturbed."
The hag?
He just nods at you.
Right.
Must pass.
Must pass.
He says, this is a fool's errand. You need to return whence you came."
If you can tell me how to do that, then I'll do it.
You are on a fool's errand. There's nothing beyond this door. The only thing that waits you beyond this door is death.
I came from the university. I was in the library, and all of a sudden became in this land. So if you can tell me how to get home, I will gladly go.
While she's babbling,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to activate my Radiant Soul. My wings spring out, and I'm going to fly to the top of the mill.
Oh, you're going to fly up to the top of the mill. Okay.
Yep.
As he flies up to the top of the mill, I sort of stop, like I was all brave as I was behind him. And I go like, look around myself, step over here.
Awesome.
Yeah, come on, big guy. Wait. Oh, excuse me.
That's more like it. Yeah, I'm just using this whole distraction to keep sneaking towards the window.
Okay. So he turns and looks at you and he says, "Little one, you cannot escape my sight." And then as he says that, Julius' wings spring out from behind him. And the old man says, "So be it. You shall all die by my hand." And in a flash, in a twinkle of an eye, he immediately disappears. And the old man is exchanged for a creature that stands before you, and he immediately rushes forward to attack. Julius, at this point, your wings are out. You're like ready to take off and fly up to the top. And then we need to roll initiative. So everybody can roll initiative. And hang on 1 second, and I've got to turn him into something exciting.
Something exciting.
Initiative.
Oh my. Repine, you are not doing well with your rolls.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting the bad ones out now.
Oh, okay.
Didn't Repine just get a 20? Oh no, 1.
I got a 1, but I just rolled it again so that I could get it up on the tracker.
Gotcha.
And it ain't a crit. Oh.
Okay, so the gentleman that you guys saw before you, the old man, turns into this creature that is now about 6 feet tall. Looks like he could weigh between 200 and 300 pounds. He has this long, wicked-looking polearm. Maybe it's a bardiche. His skin is this very dusky purple color. His beard has suddenly come alive and has all of these wild-looking tendrils that are now in front of him that are waving around wildly. His matted hair has been pulled back into this ponytail, and his eyes are alight with some kind of unholy glow. And he rushes forward to attack. Let me roll his initiative. All right. And descending. Julius, you are just as your wings spring out and you are about to take off and soar into the air, you see the old man turn into something else completely different, some other weird creature, and he has this long, wicked-looking weapon which looks like a glaive. That's actually what I wanted to say, not a bardiche, but a glaive. And he looks like he is up to no good. What do you do?
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my thing with the stuff and turn on my laser sword.
All right. Good, good.
And then I'm going to fly up into the air so I have a height advantage.
Okay. So how high are you off the ground? Just to make sure we know for future reference.
What's the reach look like for his bardiche?
Well, he is about 6 feet tall, give or take. His weapon reach would probably be about another 5 feet beyond that. It's a glaive. I'm trying to figure out if a glaive has reach on it. I don't think so. Oh, no, I'm right. It has a 10-foot reach.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'd have to be, to avoid his attack, you'd have to be 16 feet off the ground.
Okay. So I will be 17. I'll be 17 feet off the ground.
All right. Fair enough. Still in the same spot, but just 17 feet off the ground.
Yes.
Duly noted. All right. Is that your action?
That would be my action and my move.
Got it. So the creature gets to go next. He moves 30 feet.
He can make it to there.
Right.
He can make it to there.
He will go to here. And he will strike at Tessacottle.
No.
Oh, yes, Tessacottle, I'm afraid so. He is using his wicked-looking polearm, and he's attacking you with it. He rolls a... Oh, dear. He rolls a 25.
That'll hit.
All right. He is going to roll this. He is surprisingly quick, and he, in a blink of an eye, he's right in front of you. He brings his glaive down on top of you and slashes you for 13 points of damage.
Ouch.
You need to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
That's my worst save, too. And fail.
Okay. Okay. This wound immediately begins to burn. Like it feels like almost like acid was poured into the wound. So his blade strikes you, and you're like, "Ow, that hurt!" And all of a sudden, you feel like acid start to burn into the wound. And you're like, "Ow!" That really, really hurts. Tessacottle, it is your turn.
All right. Bonus action. Oh, it's actually, give me a sec. I think this is... all right. So I am going to bonus action ensnaring strike.
Okay.
And because that'll give me, so it'll be going up to a minute. So hopefully, if I miss him, it'll still be in effect for the next time. And then, well, let me just cast that. Oops. I don't know why it did damage because I didn't hit anything yet, but I will hold that damage. It does 9 if anything happens. And I hit with my short sword, which is going to be a 9, which misses, I'm sure. So
yes, unfortunately, 9 will miss.
Yep. So I'm done.
All right. So is he ensnared?
Nope, because I have to hit him first.
Got it. All right. Then that would be Reginald. It is your turn.
I ready in action to cast Path of the Grave. Well, to put my Path of the Grave ability on him after Brepine attacks, and I use my my telepathy to tell Julius to hit him with everything he got with this one shot.
Understood.
Okie dokie. Brepine, you're up.
So I make an orb in my hand and shoot a ball of lightning at him.
Okay.
And come on, big whammy. So 24 to hit.
That will hit.
For 24 lightning damage.
Nice.
I feel kind of bad now that I waited.
So you see a softball-sized ball of lightning strike him, and it hits him square in the chest, and then he's suddenly cocooned in this arcing lightning that seems to spark all around him and shoot off of him in wild arcs. The creature lets out a roar of anger. He is still standing, but you can see that he is definitely very singed from your attack. You said 24, is that right?
That is correct.
All right. Okay. Julius, it is your go.
Okay. I am going to use a bonus action to cast Branding Smite. I am going to drop down on him, or next to him. We'll say I go here. And I drop down and I attack him. And I'm sorry, Greg, was that at advantage?
No, it doubles damage.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure. 25?
25 will hit. Roll
All
by
right.
damage.
Ready for this? I get to reroll both of those.
All right.
I get to reroll one of those. That is 9. Wow, that's very consistent. That's a 12 so far. Plus another 2d6 radiant damage. So that's another 4. Plus, I am also going to activate my Divine Smite using a 2nd level spell slot. And I am assuming that this is a fiend.
You're you're assuming correctly. It is indeed a fiend.
That's going to be 2, 3, 4d6 extra damage.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
48 extra damage. That's another 23 points of damage. So 12, 35, 39 doubled is 78 points of damage.
My God, you did hit him with everything you got, didn't you?
That's why we play so well together.
Teamwork.
So as you fall from the sky, your wings kind of fold in, almost like a falcon that's about to zoom in for a kill, and you come dropping down with your laser sword. And as your laser sword comes down, you basically strike him right above the collarbone, and you just cut him in twain. And there's a blinding flash of white light, and when you guys are able to regain your sight, literally the body of the creature just slides right off of each other, and he hits the ground in 2 pieces. He is dead.
Wow.
Yeah, 78 damage. That was impressive.
And that is why fiends don't fuck with paladins.
A familiar figure appears at the doorway and says, "You've killed my fiend. You'll all pay for that." Or something along those lines. All right. She doesn't get to act this round. Actually, you know what? She does get to act this round. But before she goes, Tessacottle, it is your turn.
Oh, and I can see her. Damn it. And I cast that spell on dude. Hold on. I don't think I can move that spell once it's... Unfortunately, that sucks. All right.
What's that?
Ensnaring Strike, I think.
Oh.
I can't move it like
No.
All right, so bonus action Hunter's Mark on the hag. I don't know why it keeps rolling from it. It's annoying. And then I am going to drop my sword, grab the bow, and take a shot.
Okay.
And...
Hey, Mike, just for a clarification.
Yeah.
Branding Smite says
Nope.
that it's concentration up to 1 minute. But it says the next time you hit a creature, does that mean it's only a one-hit thing, or?
Oh, wait a minute. It's still on me, and if I didn't hit anything, then I still have it.
Yeah, you haven't made an attack yet. Matt, I would assume that once you hit a creature, that would be it. That's the end of it. But
okay.
All right, so Mike, she does have Hunter's Mark, and I missed with the bow.
Okay. Well, noted. All right, so she is up. She is going to fire her 3 magic missiles at the Paladin because she knows that he is the greatest threat right now.
Come at me, bitch.
First one is 4 points. Second one is another 4 points. Oh, looks like she's bringing it. And third one is another 2 points. Bloodow. Reginald, your go.
I say really loudly, now you've made me mad.
And you wouldn't like me when I'm angry?
Do the wings splay out when you say that?
Hell yeah.
Let's try this. Boop. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 will indeed hit.
24 damage. 24 radiant damage.
She is hit. She stumbles back, but still remains on her feet. Kind of stumbles back and hits the doorway a little bit. Breepine, you're hit.
All right.
Is that a...
So I'm going to magic missile her at level 3. So that will be 4, 7, 11, 16, 20. 20 force damages.
20 force damage. Okay.
Nice round number.
She's still standing, but she is reeling from the multiple attacks that she just received. Julius, it is your turn. Breepine, you notice on your attack as you hurling your missiles at her, and she's struck again and again, and she's basically holding on to the wall so that she can't fall down. With her free hand, you see that she's fumbling into her pouch, and it looks like she's going for something that's inside her spell pouch. Julius, it's your turn.
Okay.
Smack her hard. I think she's trying to get away.
Yeah, I would assume so. Is it this one? Hang on. Sure, let's make it this one. I am going to use a bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite. I'm going to fly at her. And I am going to strike her. 28 hits.
Yes, 28 does indeed hit.
I get to reroll one of those. So that's, wow, how consistent is that? 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus an additional D6 psychic damage. So it's another 3. Plus, I'm going to use my Divine Smite again with a second level spell slot.
All right.
Now, she's considered a fiend?
Yes, she is considered a fiend.
All right, so that's actually a plus 4d8 damage.
All right.
Wow. So 12, 15, that's 45 points of damage.
Okay. Let me look. Okay. So you come at her, you slam her with your sword. She lets out a shriek. She's like, no, no. And then you hit her with your smite. So this pure radiant light seems to animate and just focus from you and goes right down your sword and literally starts to explode within her, within this huge ball of light. And then as you bring your sword back to ready yourself for another attack, she drops down to one knee and she pulls, you see that she has a rod in her hand, the rod that you saw before. And she says, as she's coughing up blood, she says, I must escape. This can't be happening. Tessacottle, it is your turn.
I got another attack, don't I?
Oh, wait, was that, you still have another attack?
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, sweet Jeebus. If those were all bonus actions, yeah.
It was the bonus action to cast the spell.
Right.
It was a move action to get to her.
Right.
It was an action to attack her.
Right.
And using the Divine Smite just says when hitting with a melee weapon, it doesn't take an action.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah.
And I get an extra attack.
Okay, well, if Divine Smite doesn't take up an action, then yeah, you get another attack.
So that's another 26 to hit her.
Okay.
And that's, oh wait, I get to reroll one of those. That's 12 points of damage.
That is funny. Well, if anything, you are consistent. So she coughs up blood. She has just enough time to raise up the rod in her hand. And as she looks up, you bring down your blade a final time. And that's it. Your blade finds its mark and she collapses to the ground.
And that's what you get.
Wow. That was over pretty quickly. I thought you guys were going to have a little bit more of a challenge with that devil, but I guess not.
No, we were that pissed off that she escaped the second time.
Right.
Yeah. And Greg and I work well together.
Yeah. Well, yeah, paladins do very well against fiends. That should be noted. All right, so that's it. The coven is finally destroyed. All three night hags have been thwarted. She is dead at your feet. So no pun intended. The nightmare is over, Matt.
Might as well search her body too.
She has nothing of value on her. Just what you would have expected from the other two. Some spell components, some rather unsavory looking things, a couple pieces of bone, half-eaten meat from looks like some kind of bird that she caught, but nothing you would consider valuable.
Not even
Does Brepine want the inanimate carbon rod? Because in Rod we trust.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. She does have one thing that I forgot. She would have, three garnets on her, red garnets, which are semi-precious stones.
Well, at least we finally got some kind of money off of them. 3 red garnets.
So, do you want to check out that other town, or do you want to go see the ex-Paladin castle? Or we could try to make it for the Amber Temple.
I'm feeling quite prideful at the moment, so Yes.
Okay.
Well, do we? I thought we were gonna go to the winery.
We don't have to go to the winery because we got the wine back from the mercenaries.
Yeah, but I thought we heard that bad things were happening there, and we wanted to help out.
Not that I remember. I thought the only reason we had to go to the winery was that.
Well, you at some point somebody did tell you that they were worried about what was happening at the winery because they hadn't received any wine. So there is that.
Well, if you want to check that out, that's fine with me.
Foul things are afoot at the winery?
That's right.
Something like that, yeah.
I think we should go to the winery.
Yeah, I think we should.
Somebody's thirsty.
Right?
I'm pulling up the map now so you guys can take a peek at the map if you want to.
Man, we got things all over the place. So actually,
we have what?
The
5 options.
The ruins of Silver Dragon Castle is actually kind of on the way to the winery.
Yeah, we could stop there on the way.
Let's stop there on the way, folks.
That
sounds like a plan.
So from where you guys are now, you can do one of 2 different routes. You can go, you can follow the path that you know oh so well, and which takes you eventually to the town of Vallaki. And then on the other side of Vallaki, you would follow the path, and eventually you would get to the ruins of what you guys are calling the Silver Dragon Castle. It's actually the ruins of Argenvistholt is the name of it. Or option B would be to start your trek across the wilderness, and hopefully you guys will end up going there and not getting lost or devoured by some unspeakable monster.
I vote for Overland.
Yes, same here. I don't want to be eaten by or devoured by monsters.
Yeah, after the wolves, the road is the best path.
So everyone agrees that the road is the traveling way to go?
Well, I would just go like the easy way, but if everybody else wants to go
That's
on the
not
road,
the easy way.
that's fine.
Brepine wants to go through the hills and through the woods and over the hills, but yeah, everybody else wants to take the road.
Yeah, I don't want to run into the big bad wolf.
No.
Besides, we can stop in Vallaki and unload stuff and reprovision and all that good stuff.
The fun stuff.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Everybody loves watching inventory management.
Yeah, the excruciating minutia.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, I guess, then are going following the road to Vallaki as you've done before.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So then you know this road all too well, and another 2.5 hours of travel. Hang on a second. I have to make a roll that has nothing to do with what's currently going on.
Of course.
2.5 hours of travel, and you guys are once again approaching the gates of Vallaki. You guys have done this so many times now that the militia that are guarding the gates don't even break a stride. As soon as they see your wagon approaching in the distance, they open the gate and you are allowed entrance.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Bill. How's the family?
Oh, they're doing pretty good. How's everything going, Reginald?
Pretty good.
Good to hear.
Hey,
Good to
we just killed some hags, so it's all good.
Meow meow chicken, meow meow liver.
Yeah, they continue to give you a very odd look, Tessacottle. They still, even though you guys have done this repeatedly, they still don't seem like they have shaken the idea that you could be related to lycanthropes. So, at any rate, you guys are back in the village of Vallaki. What do you do? It's almost noon. By the time you guys get here, it's just about lunchtime. So what are your plans now that you're in Valaki?
To have lunch.
Yeah, lunch is good.
Yeah. Have lunch, reprovision. Let's see. Try and find out what the pink and dusky green vials are, and the pouch of dust.
Okay.
And also, I think I want to try and stock up on some more holy water.
Okay. So the question is that are you guys? Is this all? Do you have anything that you want to do of significance? Is this something I can gloss over and just bang out what we're doing, or do you guys actually want to play this out?
No.
I'm good with glossing.
I assume this is just a brief stop on your next journey. So, Matt, do you let Bree Pine know about the potions and the bag of dust that you have?
Yes, as well as the pearls and the garnets.
Okay. Right.
I can, as we have time, I can identify things.
Okay. Bree Pine, you guys definitely have time to identify, so you can go ahead and try and identify the potions and the powder. Matt, you talking to the merchant at the shop, he would be willing to give you 100 gold pieces for each garnet that you have. They are polished and they're in very good condition. He said he could set them in some fine jewelry. So he makes an offer for, like I said, 100 for each.
Sounds good.
So you give them all three, I guess?
Yep.
Okay. You have 300 gold. And then what else were you doing in particular besides the garnets and the items?
Holy water.
Okay. So you're trying to get holy water from the church, I guess?
Or ruins of the church.
I would assume the church would be the place to go, but if there's somewhere else, because like Greg just said, I don't know if there's anybody actually in the church at this point.
The mercantile shop does sell holy water, but if you remember, it is at an inflated price.
Naturally.
Plan B would be to go to the go to the church yourself and get some holy water, assuming that the altar hasn't been disturbed.
I will check there first.
Okay. The altar has not been disturbed. If you have vessels, you can get holy water right from the altar, and that should be sufficient.
Okay, let's assume that I purchased vessels first.
Okay. So how many vessels did you purchase?
How much are they?
For a glass vial, they're actually kind of expensive. They're a gold piece each.
Oh. Let's do 9.
You're going to buy how many?
9.
9. So mark down 9 gold. And the altar you could probably get from the shallow dish. You could probably get 4 vials. You could fill 4 vials before you pretty much would drain the altar.
Okay.
Are you tapping out the altar?
Yes.
Okay, so for future reference, the altar is officially tapped out.
I will even make a note in my notes.
A note in your notes. That seems appropriate. Okay. So, Bree Pine, you can go ahead and make your rolls if you want.
Oh, what do you want me to roll?
You're trying to determine. Oh, I'm sorry. You're casting a spell. Is that right?
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. So the potion is a potion of climbing.
The potion. Which potion?
The potion that is not pink. I forget the color.
Green one.
The green one. Thank you. The green one is a potion of climbing. The other one, the pink one, is a potion of extra healing.
So greater healing or?
Greater healing. Sorry. Yeah, it's still doing second edition. And the small pouch holds, it is a magical pouch of Dust of Disappearance.
No. Can anybody use that?
I believe so. I skimmed over the item briefly, and it didn't say that there was a requirement for it. So
that's cool.
Did you need those pearls to identify?
Yeah. I just need one. It doesn't get consumed.
Oh, okay. So that leaves me with 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Dust of Disappearance isn't class specific. It looks like anybody can use it. Bree Pine, are you doing anything in particular besides casting, or is that pretty much going to be your day? While you're waiting for everyone to get everything done, is that pretty much what you're doing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Okay. Tessacottle, are you doing anything in Vallaki?
Probably if we kind of ran down all the, because I know we have like more wolf meat than we could ever possibly dream of using. So if we used
whenever you're in Vallaki, you can stock up on an ungodly amount of wolf meat. Yeah, we figured out you guys have probably more wolf meat. You have enough to carry over to the next adventure, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So I'm going to restock basically on little things like refill wolf meat. If we need hard tack or anything like that, I'll pick that up as well.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, as far as rations go or anything that you guys need to eat on the road, until you get tired of wolf meat, you guys have that pretty much cornered.
Okay.
But you do need to buy some more food for the horse. So you can put down, go ahead and knock off 3 gold pieces for food for the horse.
I'll take care of that. I got the party funds.
Okay. That's about it, really. Everything else is, unless there's something else you're looking for in particular, as far as food goes, you guys are set and the horse is set, really.
Yay.
Reginald, is there anything you're doing in Vallaki before you guys hit the road?
Other than eating lunch and wondering what the hell this is. Is this a house? Over here in the bottom corner?
What the hell this is? Is this a house, he says?
It looks like a house.
Let me confer to my notes and see what that is. Oh, yeah. Hang on.
It's going to be weird leaving by the other gate.
Right?
Nobody over there knows who we are.
Yeah, we're going to have to introduce ourselves.
Yeah, who are you guys again?
We'll be back.
I honestly have lost, quite seriously, I've lost track of how many times you guys have traveled back and forth between Barovia and Vallaki. It has, it's been more than once, more than twice.
Oh, yes.
That first hag was the best thing we ever killed, because we got the wagon.
You sure did. So are you asking somebody in town? Because the
bartender.
So you unroll the map in front of the bartender and you say, what's this area here?
See. Since he seems to know about the area.
He looks at the map and he stares at the circle and he kind of begins to rub his goatee and he says, he says, typically it's a small area where a group of gypsies end up staying. They usually stay here every so once in a while and then they move on to another area. I don't know where they go, but occasionally they'll end up staying there outside of town, and then they'll come into town and sell some things or usually buy stuff. But I haven't seen them lately. It's been quite some time since they've been there.
Ooh, ahead of a Sonic Camp.
Thank you.
Yes, that is the Sonic Camp Auxiliary B.
We are heading over towards the winery to check out that area because we heard they're having some problems over there. Do you need any more wine?
Oh, thank you. We're well stocked. Thanks to you, we're well stocked with wine for the moment. But I am a little concerned about what's going on at the winery. I have heard that there's the shipments have been disrupted, and there might be other things that are happening over there. That I've heard some very unsettling news that things don't seem to be all as they seem at the winery. So I'd be very interested in what you find out when you go over there.
Okay, we will keep you updated.
Thank you. The person that runs the Wizard of the Wines is a good friend of mine, and I would be very worried. I'm very worried about him, and I'd be very concerned if something happened to him.
Okay. We'll make sure everything's okay.
All right. Are you doing anything else, Reginald?
Nope, that is it.
Okay. So you guys all meet back at the Blue Water Inn. You guys have gotten restocked and gotten everything that you needed in order to head out again. It's early afternoon now. You still got about maybe 4 to 5 hours of daylight. So are you going to head out? And which direction do you go?
Yes, and west.
Excellent.
We got our map, so we know we at least have to go across the bridge first.
Hang on, I'm pulling up the map again.
Did you? I'm so glad we didn't have to search around the lake for that hag. That would have taken forever.
I know, right? That would have sucked it luck.
So here's the map again. The bridge that you see on the far right there. Oh, there you go. That's better. So there's Vallaki there. There's the bridge that you would cross. And then the Crazy Wizard's Tower, as you guys call it, is right there. To go down to the Argenverstholt is further. Yep, there it is. And then Wizard of the Wines, if you keep scrolling, yep, there's Wizard of the Wines. So you can see there's a bunch of paths that crisscross, or you guys can start four-wheeling it if you're feeling adventurous. But obviously, the first stop would be crossing the bridge there.
The logical course would be to cross the bridge, follow this path, and then double back until we get to here.
This isn't a road over here?
That is a road. The road stops, and then it turns into basically a very rough trail, if you will. It's not really a well-traveled road. It would be difficult to take the horse and wagon from that point. You could. It just, your speed would slow down considerably because it's not a well-traveled road. There's going to be logs and rocks, and it's not going to be an easy path for the horse and wagon to follow on.
Is this an actual road?
That is an actual road. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys cross over the River Luna on the bridge. And then after the bridge, you guys are heading, I'm sorry, which direction? Okay, so straight over the bridge and that way, that-a-way. 1 second, let me see if you guys encounter anything at the bridge that I need to mention. The road comes to an X intersection that branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of this intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in 4 directions, lies in the weeds nearby. It is a stone bridge. It is well worn, but it's still serviceable. besides that, it's pretty much unremarkable. And once you guys left the palisade wall of Valaki, you haven't seen anyone. Hang on one second while you guys are at the bridge. You don't see or hear anything as you cross over the bridge. All is quiet. You continue on your way. You're continuing further down the path, going, I guess it's northwest down the path. And after about roughly an hour or so, you guys end up at that next, well, I don't want to call it an intersection, but that next area where, yeah, it branches off.
Like a switchback.
Yes, that's a better word for it. Thank you. A switchback. So you can see that this part of the road that you're on currently is well traveled. As you guys take that left turn, start going on the switchback, as you called it, you can see this road is not so well traveled. You can see the weeds and the grass is definitely high and overgrown. You can see that wood and branches that have fallen off trees lay in the path. Your horse and wagon will be able to navigate the road. It won't be difficult, but you can definitely tell that it has been a very long time since anyone has traveled down this road, or at least any time recently.
I will drive the wagon carefully.
Okay. It is
casual.
It is very slow going. It's a bumpy road.
I'm definitely keeping watch.
Okay.
Out the back.
The woods have fallen silent, and the mist it has come right up to the edge of the path. Every so once in a while, as you guys are traveling, the horse nickers very nervously. You don't need to make any roll, but you can tell, Matt, that the horse is very, very uneasy about the path that you're traveling on. Every so once in a while, you guys can hear what sounds like almost like the sound of battle in the distance, but it fades away. Almost, you can hear it, and it almost sounds like maybe a sword striking a shield, or maybe someone calling a battle cry. And then as your ear starts to try and focus on it, it fades away. And then as you continue a little further, you can hear voices. And again, you hear what sounds like the sound of battle. And then it kind of melts back into the forest. The wind kicks up a couple times, and the trees move a little bit when this disembodied voice seems to call out. This has happened so far twice while you're traveling down the road. And each time, as I said, the horse seems to get very uneasy. Do you guys do anything once this happens the second time?
I just keep perked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remain on high alert.
Okay. All right. As I said, it's slow going. It takes you about 2 hours. But after the 2 hour period, hang on a second. I need to make a roll that is completely unrelated to what is currently happening. Right. So you spend 2 hours going down this bumpy, lonely road. You get a very uneasy feeling that you're being followed or possibly watched, but you peer into the woods and peer down the trail behind you, and there's nothing there. Nothing greets you except for the swirling fog as you guys slowly make your way. You make one final turn and then begin to follow the trail up a slow rise that seems to come to the crest of the hill. As you follow this road, you can see standing in the distance what appears to be the ruins of a building. It seems to be coming out of the fog, or almost materializing in front of you. It's like the fog parts, almost like two curtains, to reveal this decaying old ancient structure in front of you. You can see high above the river valley juts a quiet promontory upon which looms this mansion, its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, and its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed completely, and part of the roof, but the rest of this building appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture. From out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the distant howling of wolves in the woods. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossilized remains of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside and left to decay for the ages.
Ominous.
All right. And I think at that point, this might be a good stopping point. We will stop with you guys approaching the ruins of Argenversholt. So I will go ahead and pause there and pass it back to James.
All right. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and get rid of this here and bring us back to here. So yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. I'd like to give a shout out to our friend David Benavides, who's been watching, Veil of Hearts, who's been watching over on Twitch, Mike Lavoie, and Brad Smith, thanks, who have been watching. So very appreciated, and hope we'll see you back in a couple of weeks. Other than that, check us out on Twitter. Check us out definitely on YouTube, Facebook, and you can also on Teespring get really cool merch. Like you can wear our logo on your face like that, and be really cool. Anyway, good night, everybody, and we shall see you next week. And I think we have a closing video somewhere. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right, everyone. 2 weeks.